Ladies and gentlemen, Auburn family, welcome back to the channel, guys. Just a few hours ago, the Auburn Tigers went out there and brought in Jackson Arnold, the former 5-star plus recruit that ended up signing originally to Oklahoma, but will now be Auburn's new quarterback of the future, potentially, with still a good amount of time left of eligibility. But just a few minutes ago, they picked up another big-time addition in Durell Robinson, the former UConn running back. And, there's a lot of things to absolutely love about Durell Robinson. And what I wanted to do was kind of break down some of my favorite plays from last season and show you exactly why he's going to be a great fit for Auburn, not only for next season, but I believe he has 3 years of eligibility left in college football. And one of my favorite things about him is his size, and two, and more importantly, his one-cut ability. Right here, we're going to get a handoff up the middle. He's going to get to the outside, and watch this one cut, right? He's going to, boom, cut up the field, demoralize the DB, and from there, absolutely gone. Now, I do like his speed, right? I like his size, and I like his ability to just make plays happen. I feel like Auburn and the fans are going to really love this dude. Now, I'm not really too sure how he's going to stack up in the general scheme of things when you have a guy, or Jeremiah Cobb, for example. He is really good. I feel like he's going to take a major step up. And then you have Damari. Where's Damari going to fall in all this? I feel like you're going to have 3 backs who get a decent amount of playing time. But in my eyes, Durell Robinson's a guy I really do like here for this offense. And I think he fits in like a puzzle piece. Now, before we get any further into this video, before we break down even more plays from Durell Robinson, do me a favor and comment down below a letter grade for this signing or commitment, whatever you really want to call it here. What do you think of it? Let me know in the comments down below. And do you think Jackson Arnold and Durell Robinson are really good additions to this offense going into next season? Let's dive into some more film. Now, another thing I like about Durell is the agility. I do want to point out one thing. Obviously, he played for UConn, so the competition level was considerably lower than what he will be facing at Auburn. So keep that in mind. Don't assume that this dude's going to come in here and be the day one starter. I don't think that's how it's going to go, but at the end of the day, who knows, right? We'll see how he comes into camp. But we're going to get an outside zone here to the outside, and I want to show you the man's agility and just overall ability to stay in bounds on this play. We're going to get 3 guys here to the outside, all trying to close him in, push him out of bounds here at the sideline. His ability to stay in bounds there and kind of tightrope that sideline. Great job once again. Another touchdown. I believe he had 8 touchdowns this year. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure, but I believe he had upwards of 7 to 8 touchdowns this season for UConn. I really do like this back, man. All right, another big-time play here for Durell. We're going to get a little bit of a pitch out to the left. Now, whenever you get these pitches, you have, a couple of choices, right? You can get to the outside. You could bounce into the C gap. You could bounce into the A gap, right? But you really need to be able to, understand where the defense is committing to, right? A lot of these younger guys, they like to commit to certain angles instead of reading, reacting, and then attacking. So, especially when you're playing a team like Merrimack, right? So here we go, pitch. He's going to understand they're trying to contain the edge on the outside. We got a lot of great offensive linemen here doing just a perfect job here, right? And then we have this guy overcommitting outside as well. Once he sees both these guys overcommitting to the outside, now we have this cutback lane, or kind of just that turn up the field and go type of lane, right? So he turns it up the field, great blocking, and then again, I feel like he's got that speed where he's a threat to score on every single play. Specifically this one, once again, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. But again, talk about the ball carrier vision here. Something you love to see. Great job. And then from there, the man's gone. Let's go. Now we put him near the goal line, put him near the red zone type of area here versus Florida Atlantic. Gonna get a power to the right. Right, all these guys just trending in this direction, trying to open up a gap for him. Right, he's going to have to, get out of a TFL right here. Boom. He's gonna get a little bit of contact here, break through it, turn back up the field, walks into the end zone for a touchdown. There's not really too much that I want to, sit here and, rave about, just because of the competition he played wasn't amazing. Like, if he was in the SEC, I would be like, okay, this dude is a day one starter for you. But I really need to see what he does with the competition of the SEC, right? Now, before we get any further into the video and break down even more film on Durell Robinson, do me a big time favor, guys. We're going to be covering Auburn throughout the entirety of the season, so make sure you guys hit the like button if you want more of these videos for everyone that signs through the portal. We got you guys covered, but more importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Free. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering Auburn throughout the entirety of the season, the offseason, offense, defense, individual player breakdown for almost every single game, every single signing, every single commitment, whatever it may be. We got you guys covered. And Durell Robinson, man, I do think, and I don't want to be maybe overconfident per se, but I really do love his one cut ability, his size, his elusiveness, the agility. I think he's got it all in a true downhill runner. I think it's a good addition. All right, and here we go again. Another play here. Get a nice little outside zone carry. Once again, does this so well. Reads, reacts, right? Has that one cut ability to get up that field, right? Find the hole. Very patient runner as well, I think, at least from what I can tell. And then again, once he gets into the open space, dude, this dude is so tough to catch, right? So it looks like 4 has a decent angle, but Durell Robinson just has great speed, great awareness, great vision. Just beautiful football right here, man. I'm excited. I really am excited. Now, I'm very curious what you guys think about not only adding a guy like Durell Robinson, but more importantly, what do you think about this running back room right now? Obviously, with Jeremiah Cobb, Alston, and now Durell Robinson, you have 3 backs that you could probably consider reliable. But do you think they all split time? Do you think there's going to be a workhorse, kind of like Jarquez was this year? I think that's the biggest question. Now, there are a lot of moves that Auburn still needs to make, right? I feel like tight end's probably at the top of the list. You need another quarterback. You're probably not going into the season with only 3, so you're going to add another quarterback, whether it be, you probably won't go after Malik Murphy now, but somewhere on the lower end, maybe Ashton, I forget what the guy's name was, but from Stanford. What else do you really need? A wide receiver. If you can get Eric Singleton on this team, that would be huge. But overall, I'm excited about what this team looks like. Go watch the Jackson Arnold video if you haven't already done so. He's a guy I have a ton of hopes in if he can develop. That is the most important thing, man, developing him. But he fits into the RPO system perfectly. Has already done it. Has already ran it. Very active with his legs. Can get outside the pocket, create nothing out of something, or something out of nothing. So I like what Auburn is doing. Just got to continue to kill this portal. And so far, so good.